Do you often feel like your emotions are being dismissed, minimized, or belittled by those closest to you? It's a feeling that can be suffocating, making you wonder if anyone truly sees or hears you. If so, you're not alone. But it's crucial we explore this deeply ingrained issue: emotional invalidation. Emotional invalidation is a fundamental breach in our emotional trust with others. It's the subtle dismissal, minimization, or outright rejection of our feelings, needs, and experiences. Imagine walking into a conversation with someone you trust, sharing your deepest fears or anxieties, only to be met with a dismissive tone, a condescending smile, or an abrupt change in subject. That's emotional invalidation. It's often overlooked because it's so insidious. We might brush off the discomfort, thinking, "Oh, they didn't mean to hurt me." But that dismissal is precisely the problem. We're not being seen, heard, or validated. The effects can be devastating: anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and a pervasive sense of disconnection. When our emotions are invalidated, we start to question our own sanity, our worthiness, and even our memories. We become adept at suppressing our feelings, hiding behind masks of toughnesses or resilience. But this is not resilience. It's emotional numbing, a coping mechanism that can lead to burnout, self-sabotage, and even more severe mental health issues. Emotional invalidation is a pattern of behavior that erodes our sense of safety, our capacity for intimacy, and our very identity. You may find yourself feeling dismissed, minimized, or even gaslighted by others. The signs are subtle yet insidious. "It's not a big deal," they say, or "you're overreacting." Maybe you've been told to toughen up or stop being so sensitive. These phrases can make you feel like your emotions are invalid, that you're somehow broken for feeling the way you do. You know that feeling when you're around someone who constantly dismisses your emotions? It's like they're sucking the air out of your lungs, making you question your own sanity. That's what emotional invalidation feels like. But where does it come from? Often, it stems from unresolved childhood trauma. When we grow up in environments where our feelings are consistently dismissed or minimized, we learn to suppress them ourselves. We become experts at people-pleasing, putting others' needs before our own, even if it means sacrificing our own well-being. As adults, this can manifest as overthinking, constantly analyzing what we said or did, wondering if we were good enough. Or it can lead to self-sabotage, setting ourselves up for failure because, deep down, we feel like we don't deserve success. The patterns of emotional invalidation from childhood can become a self-fulfilling prophecy in adulthood. As we confront the roots of emotional invalidation, it's essential to recognize that healing is possible. It takes courage to acknowledge the pain and start rewiring our inner dialogue. But with time and effort, you can learn to trust your emotions again. You've probably been in a situation where you felt heard, but not seen. Your emotions were acknowledged, yet dismissed as irrational or overly dramatic. This is what I call emotional invalidation, when someone's presence, words, or actions make you feel like your feelings are irrelevant. Think about it. Have you ever tried to express yourself to someone only to be met with a dismissive tone or an "I'm just trying to help"? Maybe they minimized your concerns, belittled your fears, or even told you that you're overreacting. You felt like your emotions were being swept aside, like you were being erased. This can happen in toxic relationships, where one partner consistently invalidates the other's feelings. But it can also occur in friendships, family dynamics, and even romantic relationships. The key is to recognize when emotional invalidation becomes a pattern, and that's often where growth gets stuck. You may feel like you're walking on eggshells, constantly trying to gauge how the other person will react to your emotions. But here's the thing: you deserve to be seen, heard, and validated, not just by others, but also by yourself. The experience of being emotionally invalidated can be a devastating one. It's like having your feelings erased from existence, leaving you feeling unseen, unheard, and unimportant. Imagine being in a conversation with someone you trust, pouring out your heart, only to have them dismiss your emotions as overreacting or too sensitive. The sting of that rejection can linger long after the conversation is over. You might find yourself questioning everything. Am I really feeling this way? Is it normal to feel this way? Maybe I'm just too much to handle. This self-doubt can seep into every area of your life, making you more anxious, depressed, and withdrawn. You may start to believe that your emotions are a burden, something to be suppressed rather than acknowledged. The constant invalidation can also lead to people-pleasing as you try to avoid confrontation or rejection by sacrificing your own needs and desires. It's exhausting, but what choice do you have? You feel like you're walking on eggshells, never knowing when someone will blow up in your face or tell you that you're being too much. As we explore the weight of emotional invalidation, I want to leave you with a crucial truth. Your emotions are not too much. They're valid. Your feelings matter. The next time someone dismisses or minimizes your emotions, remember that it's not about you. It's about their inability to handle their own pain. You've been conditioned to believe that your needs are secondary, but I want you to challenge that narrative. Start by setting healthy boundaries with others. Practice saying no without justification or apology. Your no is a powerful declaration of self-respect. When someone invalidates your emotions, try not to internalize their opinion as truth. Instead, focus on cultivating self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness, just as you would a close friend. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel overwhelmed or frustrated. Lastly, adopt a growth mindset when faced with emotional invalidation. View these experiences as opportunities for growth and learning. You're not defined by the way others perceive your emotions. You're defined by how you respond to them. As we close this conversation on emotional invalidation, take a moment to reflect on the signs you've seen in yourself and others. Remember that healing begins with acknowledging your emotions and taking small steps towards self-acceptance. It's not about changing others or trying to fit into someone else's ideal. It's about learning to love and accept yourself exactly as you are. Take this newfound awareness and start to cultivate a deeper understanding of your own emotional landscape. I thank you for joining me on this journey today.